Yeah, it's true some on Twitter. I said this the true some on Twitter, aka Blackout. Now, I made this video just because I wanted to. I just hop on here whenever I feel like it. I don't have no time or no nothing. But I did want to say that we are all one person. We are all one. People think that I'm racist or whatever, but I'm not racist because I know that we are all one. Because I know in my mind that two different species can't mate and have an offspring. It's never been documented in the history of the world. You ain't gonna have an elephant mating with a rhinoceros and have a rhino elephant. You ain't gonna happen. And that's how I know that white people and black people are one and the same. We all one and the same. We all one person. We all one entity. Anybody try to tell you different is a damn lie. And then you tell them to explain how a white man and a black woman can have a black baby or just a baby. You tell them to explain that. Tell them how can they have a mixed baby. And ask them to explain how can a black man and a white woman have a baby. Because they one species. You ain't gonna have no cat, no dog making no dog cat baby. You ain't gonna that's two different species. It just ain't gonna happen. You know what I mean? And that's just basic like knowledge, but everybody like you got the Ku Klux Klan and all these people want to like make it like they a superior race or whatever. We all one. We all one species. I don't care what nobody say. They not from one planet and we from another planet, or they not from one God entity and we not from one God entity or whatever that fake stuff they believe in. We all are one person. We all are one man, carbon number 12, and one woman, carbon number 12, and one child, electricity, 666. Six protons, six neutrons, six electrons. Every man and woman on earth is carbon number 12. Every man, every woman on earth. So all of that crazy, all that a lot of people don't realize that everybody is from one person. And it doesn't matter. If people get experimented on all the time, we're getting experimented on right now. So it doesn't matter. Like people are, oh, he white, he black. Who gives it? Who cares? Because we are all one. Because there is no two species that had a baby. No, that's how you know. Like I can have a baby with a Chinese person. We all one species. They a man or a woman, and I'm a man. So I can have a baby with them. It doesn't matter what race you are. It doesn't matter what color you are. You're not gonna see a lion having a baby with a tiger. Them are two different species. You know what I mean? Those are two different species. Even though they are part of a cat family, they two different species. But humans are the same. White, black, Chinese, Mexicans, Puerto Rican, you name it. Russian. Canada. I can go anywhere in the world and have a baby with any one of those women, Canadian woman, Ireland, because we all are one. We all one species. And I understand that. And I don't think that one species is greater than the other. I don't think that blacks are greater than whites because I think white people come from black people. So how can we be greater than white people? Everybody is one. Anyway, that's my daily rant. That's what I gotta say. Because like I don't give a damn if people think I'm racist or whatever because they don't have a clue as to who I am. You know what I mean? And people write stuff on my other stuff all the time. I just leave the comments up. I don't even care. You call me a nigger, you call me this, you call me that. I don't give a damn. Like words ain't nothing to me. That means nothing. Because in the end I know that we all are come from mitochondrial Eve. Everybody come from mitochondrial Eve. And then before her, we don't know what was after that. We don't know. We don't know nothing after that. We don't. The creator was creating, and nobody was here taking notes. You know what I mean? So everything after that is a guess. It's like science. We guess about the creator, just like science guess about everything. If you look up the definition of science, the first line explains science completely because science is your best guess, and there's nothing that's solid or nothing that's concrete in science. All science really is fake because nothing really is concrete and nothing is solid and nothing is going to be exactly how they say it or nothing's going to be exactly the same. Like they might have like say like if you give a bunch of mice poison, they be like, well, we gave them 2 drops that'll kill them. Well, it might kill 90% of them, but one might live, and you might have to give that one 3 drops. So nothing's really concrete in science. So all that shit's fake. Just like they tell you about gravity, and they tell you that the gravity's pulling you towards the center of the earth. Well, that don't make no sense because how can I take a step? How? Tell me how can I take a step? How can a grasshopper hop and just jump up in the air? Wouldn't wouldn't if I try to take I would be if gravity was real, I would be pulled to the earth. So there's no way I would ever be able to walk ever because gravity would be pulling me to the earth. The planes wouldn't be able to fly because gravity would be pulling them to the earth, just like a bird. How does a bird fly if gravity pulling it down to the ground? None of that stuff makes sense. None of it. That's why I don't believe in no science and all them scientists and all that shit. As soon as you look up what the definition of science, the first line tells you that all science is just your best guess. Anyway, it's the truth serum on Twitter. I just wanted to make a video, you know what I mean? Explaining how I know that every man is the same, except back in the days, our ancestors tampered with certain other ancestors' DNA. They probably had them in enslaved and experimenting on them just like we're doing today, just like they doing today. They experimenting on people. Bill Gates about to enter us all into the gates of hell with his vaccine program. But if they try to make a vaccine mandatory, I won't live long after. I already prepared myself. You know what I mean? I'm living on borrowed time anyway. But I already prepared myself though. So I'm basically ready. I'm just waiting on them to try to say that shit is mandatory and then come marching down the street and beating on your door and telling you to come out and take the test so they can shoot you in the arm with some crazy crap Bill Gates done made. From the WHO and the CDC, which is, I don't even know why we listen to them anyway. They are a for-profit organization. They not even a government um, program. They not the government. That's a for-profit private company. So I don't know why the hell we gotta listen to CDC or Dr. Anthony Fauci. It makes no sense. That's how. And then you got the coin shortage, which I made a video about the coin shortage because you got Amazon dude, Bill Bezos or whatever the hell his name is, got that coin store, and he probably got all the damn coins inside of a building somewhere stacking up and won't release none of the coins to make a coin shortage. This is, man, we in trouble, man. We need to take over Amazon. We need to make that a public company because one dude shouldn't be in control of all that damn food. No way. No way. And we need to open back up California for a fake ass virus because ain't nobody dying from it. They just testing a lot of people and causing more, which we already got flu viruses in our body anyway. We got over a trillion viruses in our body. Over a trillion. Hey, look at this. I always got my medical book close by. Always. See that? Always got my medical book close by. We got over a trillion viruses in our body. Everybody has the coronavirus in their body. Everybody. If you watch my channel, you already know. I ain't gonna beat a dead horse because you already know that the coronavirus shit is fake and they done poisoned a couple people. I got a lot of videos talking about the coronavirus. SARS, Mars, whatever the hell you want to name it. Same damn thing, a common cold. I got a lot of videos talking about that already. I ain't gonna keep talking about this shit because we all know it's fake. Well, it seems like a lot of people don't know that it's fake though, because I walk in the store and I see down there everybody, and they tried to make me wear a mask today. I say, man, I can't wear no mask. I got COPD. I told that fool I got COPD. You know what I'm talking about? And that shit messes up my lungs. And if I fall out in your store, I'm gonna sue you. So they got real mad about that. I was the only one in there, me and a few people walking around without no mask on, saying we got COPD. Everybody else in there covered up like like they're about to die and shit from some mysterious virus. Shit crazy, man. I talked to this real old lady. I said, lady, between me and you and her, I know it's at least 130 years. 130, 140 years between us, and we ain't never had to wear no mask until now. I said because like all of this is fake. If a virus was gonna come out, it would have came out before now. They had to get TV's job wouldn't have never been effective in like say like the 1960s and 50s and stuff when everybody didn't have TVs and sitting there watching the news and eating bonbons and shit all day, ice cream and cookies and shit that they done made for you and getting fat and shit. If they didn't make that shit and make that TV and them phones where you can read the news all day and they can bombard your ass with COVID this and COVID that all damn day, and you just turn all that shit off, you wouldn't even know that the COVID thing was going on. Just like they wouldn't be able to pull this off in like 1960 because people didn't have no TV. They'll be like, get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? It's just like if you try to tell somebody they needed a fishing license in the 1920s or 30s or something, they would have shot your ass with a shotgun or something and dragged you off in the woods and just left your ass there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? We done got brainwashed into letting these people tell us that we need a license to go catch a fish. You know what I mean? And then we got brainwashed to tell them we can't even plant a flower and they come and try to take that and fucking put you in jail for it. It's all bullshit. But they can sell it and put a tax on it in certain states. That's how you know it's all a game that they play. This shit's all a game. It's all a big game. If you plant a flower, they lock you up. But if they plant a flower, it's okay. They can put a tax on it. It's all bullshit. And every state make a crazy rule. All this crazy, we let the rich people, the Bilderberg group and Oprah Winfrey and all them old rich ass people take over this country. we I know what we need to do. We need to go take Oprah Winfrey and all those whoever got $1 billion. You can't. We need to tell them you can't make over $1 billion. So whenever you have $1 billion, you gotta get that shit away. You know what I mean? And if you want to have $1 billion, you got to get the fuck out this country because we don't need no billionaires here because they ain't going to do nothing but want more and more and more because nothing is enough. When you got $1 billion and you study trying to make more money, then that just go to show you right then and there that nothing's ever going to be enough. I don't give a damn. If you got $1 billion and you can't manage that shit, and you need to go sit your ass the hell down some damn where. Because you got 20, 30 houses and 50 cars and shit. And if you can't manage that, then go sit down some damn where. Because we don't need no damn billionaires in this country. Because they don't do nothing but cause havoc, fuck the country up, make poor people even poorer so they can get richer. It makes no sense. Like $1 billion is enough money for your ass to have. Give the rest of the shit away because you can't spend $1 billion in your damn life and get the rest of that shit away. You know what I mean? We need to take their monies, freeze their accounts. Oh yeah, I forgot about Ghislaine Maxwell, whatever. They had court date today. It's a joke. Don't believe none of that Ghislaine Maxwell shit. It's all a damn smoke screen. You know what I mean? That shit's all a smoke screen. There's something to keep you entertained while you in self lockup, quarantine, while you locked your dumb ass self in a damn house. But I guess they didn't lock down all the parks and all the pools and the bars and they gonna make your ass stay in the house no matter what. They want people to stay in so bad and they want control of everybody so bad. It probably make they damn man. They just want control of you. And they want it so bad because guess what? They do got control of us. They do. They got control. They got control of. They ain't got control of me because my motherfucking brain is free. You know what I mean? But they got control of a lot of people, and they try to separate us through hate and all this. But I thought that the last video was like, I don't make videos unless I try to teach a lesson, or I don't even want to make the damn video. You know what I mean? And the lesson that I wanted to teach in this video was we are all one species because we can mate with each other. So that makes us one species because there's no other species on this earth that mates outside of their species.